Just went to Osho. I could use the internet, but I couldn't broadcast live. I think it just maybe needs a bit more power, or the Wi-Fi needs to be stronger to broadcast. It's very strange. Someone accused me of eating beer and drinking food, and but this person was always one of the first. Any time I went live, he was always one of the first who were like switch on for years, you know. And I did ban him once because he was really past a. He said a really nasty message, and then when I stopped broadcasting, he sent another nasty message. But the thing is, people lots of people, in fact, mukbang, as it's called, I think when I eat, I do eat quietly, but if you've seen those mukbang people, I could fucking kill them. I would fucking smack them, really. You know, I know people that do eat rather loudly, but it's fucking disgusting. And smack the lips. And Japanese, Asians, Africans, they're prone to this. All right, Tony. I don't know what. Okay, I guess. I'll just. Yeah, my doctor says I can only go to the hospital twice a week, so I'm thinking like, fuck him. It's like most of the rehabilitation is working, but also I get paid for that. So I didn't ask to be fucking hit by a fucking car. But I think it's definitely this being off work, you know, because I was earning like fucking 20,000 yen, you know, and upwards a day. So it's but I don't want to go back to work. I'm not fully recovered. I still don't seem to get much done, so. So this young fella, you've probably seen him deal, or he's asked for some money to pay his rent. But I went to the fucking, there's a local Western Union, and I was going to send him 5,000 yen, and to help pay his rent. And then because it's at like 990 yen, so it's nearly 20% to send fucking 5,000 yen. You got a new girlfriend? No, have you got a pub? But you got any photographs? How old is you and your girlfriend, Tony? A thing just fell off the drinks machine. So it's right in front of the. It's right in front of there. Okay, so I think yesterday was the last day of school for kids. Oh, okay. So you've been friends a long time then? You think so? You know, there is that possibility. Fucking look at that, $1.99 tip, and that has turned into 276 yen. Fuck, dollar strong. Fucking pitch. Americans coming to fucking Japan, they're gonna have the time of their lives, aren't they? That's fucking. Is that $1.40? I think when I first came here, it was $1.47. Cheers, Tony. So they're long time friends then, Tony? Middle school, that isn't that fucking. That's at least 8 years, isn't it? Yeah, the new infections are, but the deaths around, the deaths aren't in line with it. It's freaking America's going crazy again. I don't know if it's crazy again or it's just like they're just reporting every fucking shooting. I think if I was in America and I was started dating an American woman, I think I would ask her, have you been like separated at least fucking 5 years? so the ex-boyfriend or husband has finally got over it. It's not everyone has guns, lots of guns. The English guy that I knew, he was ex-army. I stayed with him a few times, and I think he had five guns. And he wasn't even, well, he could have been right wing. That guy in that supermarket, did I read that right? Someone started shooting people and a young man took out his gun and shot him from 30 feet. That was pretty good, that. I'm guessing that young man practices. To take under those circumstances, under those conditions, to pull out a gun and shoot the fucking guy from 30 feet, that is good. That's impressive. And see that? Did you see that? In Valde, 376 fucking police officers. Can you fucking? Well, recently I've been having avocado on toast, tomatoes on toast, lettuce, salads. This morning I had boiled eggs. Fucking hell, that was then I remember I didn't have a fucking teaspoon. I've got to get a small fridge for the room upstairs. Well, I was being serious, Tony. You know, there was a. Did you ever see that boxing video where I'm sparring with a mate? And that was the first time I ever boxed like that. And not first time I ever had a fight, but first time I ever had a box. And he told me, because he was doing quite well, he'd be making a fucking fortune now if he was still alive. And he told me one, he said, we were drinking, he was buying all these expensive, well, it was about 400 yen a beer, a small can of beer, and he was buying all the, and he goes, you're the funniest guy I know. And that's one of the best compliments I ever got. And then he died 6 months later. So I've got no proof. Are you at college then, Tony? You have these tablets here. So once you've ordered your food, then they're always fucking, they're always putting up. I remember there were just two guys in Nagoya. There was quite a few that are cunts. But one of it, but you know, when you just stand up, everyone thinks they can do stand up after they've had like fucking 10 beers. And 2 or 3 of these guys, after we'd finished, they all go up on stage. It's pitiful. They're really, really drunk and they're trying to say something funny and they can't. And one guy said to me, I guess I think I didn't go out drinking. I've never been out drinking with this guy. As like I phoned him up or he phoned me up, and then we go out drinking. We just met, and then he told me I wasn't funny. And says there's only one other guy that told me I wasn't funny, and I mentioned this guy's name, and his face dropped. I goes, yes, you're a cunt like him. And it was obviously not everyone is going to think you're funny. Simple as that. But Pen, when you do go on, generally you have like 1 or 2 beers, at least one, before you go on stage. But the best thing about stand-up comedy is to go on near the end when the audience is drunk. That's the best time to do it. Yeah, but I'm sure professionals. I'm sure professionals, a lot of them don't drink, without a doubt. The guys at the top of the game don't drink too much. No, it's a good experience, especially when they laugh. But you've got to overcome. So one thing that I used to sometimes, you've got to have a comeback when they don't laugh. Or is this mic working? The one thing, like locally, I couldn't believe this guy. I went to Tokyo and I did 2 spots. I went on the stage to Tokyo, I did 2 spots. I did and I did like 2 characters, and so I went on the beginning, I went on at the end, and I know this local guy. He's a Jew, and he said he was a stand-up comedian in New York, but he used to like read off a fucking piece of paper. He used to have a piece of paper in his hand, like reading notes off his hand for each joke. And he said he went all the way across Japan to Fukuoka to do 2.5 minutes. Him and another guy from Nagoya, they did 2.5 minutes each. Are you fucking mental? All that way to do 2.5 minutes, you fucking idiot. And there was I think he was, where was he from now? He was from Europe, I can't remember, it might have been Sweden. And this guy came on, and he was fucking really funny. And this guy says to him, oh, you can only have 5 minutes. And he was fucking, he was better than all of us, I think. And he said, no, you can only do. Look, if the guy's fucking funny, you leave him on. It's as simple as that. Even though he might be fucking showing up the local stand-ups. But he was, like I say, he was taken off and he never came back again. The problem in Japan and Asia, when all the jokes they can do is about fucking English teaching. The majority of the sets about are fucking English teaching. That's it. I used to make my own. I used to write my own jokes, so I very rarely do English teaching jokes. No, but that's just not Japan. It's in fucking Thailand as well. Thailand, China. No, I think I'm like I can make jokes up about different things, you know. So I've just got to start writing them down. I never write them down, Ben. There was a German poet. And what he used to do, he used to set up these lines. He used to have these poles, and he had lines, and he'd write a poem, and then he'd put it on then he'd stick it to the rope, you know, the thin rope, like a washing line. So he'd write a poem, stick it to the rope, stick it on the fucking poem, on the line, and then people would come up and read the poem. You know, there were many poems. It could be like 20, 30, 40. And then when everyone had finished reading the poems, what he would do, he'd take all the poems off paper, then he'd put them in a bucket and he burned them. Do you know why he did that, Pen? Because they were fucking crap. That's why he did that. Maybe he thought he was the Dalai Lama. Have you seen the Dalai Lama? What they do? They get these coloured sands, and they're making a round base. It's about 1 metre, something like that. It's about 1 metre in diameter, and they do this most beautiful mosaic in coloured sands. Once it's finished, they just tip it all off. Yeah, this. So the guy at the local kebab shop said that 5% of 5,000 yen was 900 yen, which I disagreed with him. Yeah, there's one thing I know because it was like he was he wanted trying to get money, get me to send him money so he could get married. Yeah, I'll go around these. I think these boxes, a lot of these times, these boxes where they leave the phones, you know, they get drunk at night and they rest on these boxes and they forget the phone. So, yeah, well, 3,000 yen's not a lot. It was an old phone, so. But if it was a new phone, then the contract is worth, you know, the contract's probably worth like 200, 250,000 yen. Yeah, yeah. For the last like month or two, he's never mentioned his fucking girlfriend, so. But it's all like he's telling me that his mother's got. They had no money because of the holiday, the Eid, and but she paid for his. You know, but they saved money. You know, my mate's wife used to work in a building society, and she says the amount of money that the Pakis had was untrue because they just save all the money. Then what they do is they buy another person to start his business. Then when they get really rich, they buy their kids a car, a fast car, so that they can show off, and then they go and fucking crash and kill people or rape people. Yeah, of course you can. Yeah, but I phoned up. I told them, you know, I said I've got this phone. I want a reward. And because I've done it before, I've just given the phone back and just handed it in. But fuck it, I want some money. Plus, I'm taking the time out of my day to wait for this guy to turn up. Unagi, what was on sale for 2,500 yen was, sorry, the original price was 2,500 yen, down to 900 yen. That's no rice. No, I'm drinking. I have over the last week or so, I think I've cut down on drink. Yeah, if you had a small business, like sometimes sometimes the food is like 25% or 20% of the original cost. You know, like fish. You know, but you could get like, you could get like 3 or 4 slices of sashimi for like 400 yen or 300 yen. But if you bought like a larger piece and then cut it yourself, it's fucking cheap. Yeah, well, they will do, yeah. Is that so? Like, if people aren't buying stuff, then you don't sell it, and so they got to sell it cheap. Yeah. No, but with these, fucking hell, that's cheap, isn't it? How many can you get at free range? Yeah, that'd be good. Yeah. How much are they? Yeah. Well, I can get maybe get about 12 eggs for $2.50, something like that. $2. Look, this is what my kids used to do. They were when they were about maybe 7, 8. They'd go to this drinks machine, and then they would mix up. They would mix the drinks, coming back with a really disgusting colour. I haven't had like a breakfast. I've been having breakfast at home this week, so I'm getting out of that habit. Yeah, I'm not sure it's very. Yeah. Okay. This is the looking at this coupon. Yeah, I don't have miso soup. Just have that if I have a set meal somewhere. But the one, so there's one thing here that sometimes I eat. It's this one. That's a burger and chips. That's a burger, egg, chips, peas. But like if I have 100 yen more, I can go and get that meal for like 700 yen at the Japanese restaurant. Hey, Dilma. Yeah, I think what was that? That fish, like, 2 pieces of fish, the soup, and the rice. I went to the sushi place yesterday with a broadcast from before, but it wouldn't. There was that was a problem, wasn't it? I couldn't see that it was. It wasn't public. That's so cheap in and out, yeah. Oh, you got like lost leaders, yeah. So. I haven't had. That used to be one of my Ebby fry, not Ebby fry. Yeah, Ebby fry. Is it Ebby fry? No, not Ebby fry. The ones from the ocean, kaki fry. I used to like that. I haven't seen it recently. I wonder if summertime is not on sale in summertime. Yeah, either one. Yeah, either way. The the other month I went to this place and they got some cheap kaki fry, but I was reading them wrong. So I thought it was like 290 for like two of them. Yeah, but the wages. Yeah, I was looking at this. This guy from America's got this travel program for eat food, and he's been in Pakistan, India. Well, he's been all over, but some of the food from Pakistan and India look really, really good. The it looked really different in Pakistan. They were both excellent looking. No, so the one thing that there's something when you see online, and one thing that I liked was it was in New York, and it was like a pastrami sandwich, really, really thick fucking sandwich with loads and loads of pastrami on it. I think a very famous restaurant in New York. Looked great. Yeah, I felt sorry for my mother-in-law. She's going to this. She's outsourced to a hospital or OAP centre, and she said the food's not very nice. It's cool again today. Yeah, like when we went to Guam, we'd have just one one main meal and a starter, and that was enough to feed 4 of us. When you think about it, though, you know the amount of food you can get in America and decent food. It's amazing how they can put it on the plate for that fucking the quantity and quality. It's amazing how they can do that for that. I need to find this fucking razor, or I've got to buy a new one. This is the longest it's been for ages. Yeah, I had. I think I did a video about it when I went to Denny's and some jambalaya. One was jambalaya, and it was just like fucking basic orange rice. And then for $10, it was like with chicken. Maybe I can't resist it anymore. Because if I have it here, then if I go to the Japanese place, then I've got to buy another beer for 600 yen, 700 yen. So. Well, you can't. Well, there you go. Well, you've got to be careful because she might be tricking you. Yeah, but your Pakistani girlfriend cannot get you a American visa. Maybe I'll tell this story before. I met this girl, Indian girl, in Nagoya. And this dad was like, he got a family in India and a family in Japan, but it just caused him too much stress because he couldn't afford to pay for both. And I was talking to the daughter. She was, of course, when you're my age or 10 years younger, youth has its beauty. And I was like trying to get into this Indian girl, and Sorry, mister, I cannot be doing anything with you. Ungrateful bitch. See, there you go. Before you said you loved her, but now you said promise is the most important thing. Is the girl in America? Is she an American girl? But is she Muslim American or non-Muslim American? You don't need a dowry for the American girl. You just need a field full of potatoes. I have just started watching my first Korean drama. No, she just says she will kill us off. She won't really. I know a Japanese girl that went to India and she met an Indian guy and she said the same thing. If you don't marry, I will kill myself. So he married her, came back to Japan, and then when she got all his money, she kicked him out of the house. Sometimes you want to play it. How often do you see the Pakistani girl? How often do you see the girl in Pakistan? But school romances always die. Did the Pakistani girl go to university? Which girl has the biggest boobies? That's that's the best way to decide. Oh, well, if she's 28, then maybe she's established and got some money. Well, there's a joke where this very rich man has got 3 girlfriends. A blonde girl, a redhead girl, and a blackhead girl. And he gives them each $1 million. And say, come back in 6 months' time. She says to the first girl, what did you do with the money? She goes, I invested it and made another $1 million. She said to the next girl, what did you do? She says, I shared it with all my family. Bought a house and shared the rest with my family. Says the third girl, what did you do? She says, I just bought lots of clothes. Lots of gold clothes and pretty things, like jewellery. So which girl did he marry? Just wondering if I should go and get a shower. Well, don't think of cheating on her. Just cheating on her, but don't think of it. If you can see this, can someone make a quick comment, see if I can see you? See if comments are working. Just a quick hello or something. Or I will have to cut this out and start another one. Quickly, can you say something quickly? No.